Hi, I'm Kushal. My project focuses on utilizing different properties and techniques of glass and how it has an effect on architecture and structures. In today's world, glass plays many roles, especially in architecture, right from creating an envelope to being an aesthetic element, and so many more. Experimenting and analyzing various patterns on glass cubes helped me understand the role glass plays with refraction and reflection and how the subject, which in this case is a pattern, gets distorted completely. Experimenting using textures helped reveal the nature and properties of the glass, creating a sense of depth and showcasing the different layers to it. From all of these experiments, what really grasped me was how different types of glass plays a different role and completely changes the way you perceive the subject. From the way this ripple glass completely blocks out light and reflection, right to this rich glass and how this type of glass completely distorts the subject, helped shape my understanding of the different typologies of glass and how I wanted to utilize it. I went ahead and analyzed the various typologies of glass and their respective properties and how it could be utilized. Shifting my focus to how these different typologies of glass distorted a subject helped shape the narrative of my project. Each glass has its own distinct character, which refracts and distorts in its own way and utilized in a completely different manner to one another. I wanted my subject to be the nature and how our perception and understanding of it could change based on the different mediums used. I aim to create a false lab gallery utilizing these different types and mediums of glass, with each of them overlapping over one another to create a different distortion and image, with some glass slabs being completely clear to some being completely frosted. I wanted to study the image that overlaps would create. The main objective was to change the perception of greenery by creating a secluded space which would showcase a sea of different shades of green. Utilizing a total of 9 different typologies of glass, each with their own properties, I focused on creating a gallery in the woods, a space deep in the forest where people could enjoy the surroundings in a completely different way than they had before. The reflections created through this glass would also affect the type of zone within the cabin, converting a typical wooden cabin into a gallery with one side of it acting as a gallery wall. I tried to explore what this kind of a space would look like. This gallery wall consists of the inner layer and the outer layer, and the type of glass would change depending on which space in the cabin you are, creating a sense of public and private space. This is the side elevation of the cabin, with access from either side, and you can see that the glass wall is running through the entirety of the structure. Here you can observe the two different layers to the cabin. I wanted these overlapping layers to be as uneven as possible to play more with the colors and shapes that this glass lets through. What was most interesting to me is that the way the structure acts as a gallery from the inside, but it also plays the same role from the outside, helping distorting the realities of the interior. Thank you.